This is Justin AMZN for Wednesday, June 12th, 2019. Taking a look at how things moved today. Had a really nice bearish retest gap, really great inverted hammer here, another one here, sort of another one here. Any of these rejecting our line at 1863.84 would have been a great move bearish. This one was not a great move bearish, but did have another hammer, inverted hammer, that did sort of roll down. Unfortunately, on the puts, you kind of stayed at the same value around here. Let's take a look at that real quick. So there was a 1205, and then for a little bit, you kind of maintained that price around $9, and then came down into 8 before it ended up bouncing. So we've actually been a little bit more difficult to get in at that second one, the second half of the day. Earlier in the day, you could have been setting this up off of that hammer, looking for a pullback into that price, a retracement into this price again, just with that price point on the puts. And so what I mean by that is once it comes into this value, getting it set up again, 11 by 10 worked here and here. This one would have been a really quick 2-hour move up to 13, 11 by 10 up to 13 within the same 5-minute candle. And then again here, that moved back up to 13 within the next 5-minute candle and then continued on up and got almost as high as this bearish candle on the option, bullish candle on the or the low of that second candle on the day. This one, which is the same price on the stock that you have gone down to. So this candle, 930, was a great one to take profits on, and that was this candle here pushing up. So once it does this, or and probably once it does this candle, you get your stop right up here at like 14. Looking to get trailed out, and as it's running up, it's like, okay, just get out of that, because it went from 11 to 16. That's 5R in half an hour or so, right? 30 to 35 minutes, something like that, and move on to the next trade. That would have been a great move to catch early in the morning, and the rest of the day really was just choppy. Didn't quite pull back down to 11 here. Could have possibly done 12 by 11 on this candle. This was making slightly higher highs, slightly higher lows, slightly lower highs, and moved from 12 up to 14 for 2R, again 12 up to 14 for 2R in a matter of minutes. And that was just the choppiness through here. For a while here, making the lower highs, consolidating really nicely into this area. You had the momentum shifting bullish, and then it did end up breaking out, retesting and bouncing up to this level, even getting on this bounce. Let's see what this candle was. It was 1135. So 1135 on the 1875 calls. Let's see, 35. That would have been really tough. Probably set up like it was a retest, but didn't pull back very much. Looks like there was just not very much volume on the 1875 calls. Probably could have done 750 by 650 or 750 by 7, but didn't even get up to 950. The only way that would have worked is probably doing 750 by 7 and getting out at 850 or 9 for 2R or a little more. So that bounce just didn't really work too well, even though it ran nicely back up to the line. But the next line below is 1841.30, and we just didn't get down that far. Or let's see, 1841.30. Okay, maybe I remember that wrong. Really nice high wave candle, small candle here, and a really nice indecision point. This is where we had a triangle form last month that we broke down from and got into this range. If we do something like that or we gap down, I mean, this could start to move down pretty strongly. It's really unlikely that we'll get all the way up here to 1940 tomorrow. That'd be a huge move if we did. Not out of the question, just less likely to happen, less probability for that to happen. But this could be a little bit of a flag and a nice rally. But something else would have to really move the market to do that. We've got waning bearish momentum here, and dropping volume. So it's totally possible this is just a flag, and we will continue. But probably set your sights on the 1925 price here for the 18th next week. If we can't have a massive move tomorrow, give a couple days just to grind higher. Similar to like we were comparing to this yesterday. A little bit of a pullback and then starting to bounce, and this one just took a lot longer to continue on out. So I would anticipate something moving a little slower up to here. I think we'll be above this price by the time we get here. This will probably be coming back down. If that's the next X or this is the next X, probably coming back down to there. But I think just look much more bullish after this massive move. So let's see how much more we do chop around in here if we don't get moving bullish. If we break down a little bit more and roll back down, we could retest any of these levels down here. I mean, you had a retest gap here, retest gap here. It's not a question to even come right back down to 1815 like these did. See if we can hold that level and start to bounce, and then that'll look like inverted head and shoulders. So really quiet day today. There were a couple opportunities to get in bearish or bullish and just kind of snag some little gains here and there. Usually they're quick ones, like a move happening in 5, 10, 30 minutes. Anything longer just chopped around and lost premium because it just went so sideways. So we'll see if get anything else more directional, but it's fine for this to rest even a few more days just because of the move we've had. So hope that helps. This is Justin AMZN. Thanks.